G'day mates! I wanted to start off this video by saying that I bought this energy drink at work today. It's called Rockstar Punch and it's really good, so get on it. The reason I'm specifically making this video is because there's a few things I wanted to discuss, a couple of anecdotes, and further into it, a big issue that I've been having with something. I wanted to start off with a lighter topic. I recently started working at a video store, and I was telling my manager yesterday, who's been training me, that I haven't yet had a customer abuse me when I let them know about their late fees. Because they tend to get really angry, even though they sign something when they join that states when the DVDs are meant to be back every night, for example. So sure enough today, because I had to jinx myself, I guess, I'm serving this couple, and comes up in alerts that they've got extended fees, and it was only like $16.50. It's not that much. You don't even have to pay it all off at the same time. You don't even have to pay it on that day unless it's over a certain amount. So I'm like, just letting you know, you've got extended fees of $16.50 if you wanted to pay off any of that today. And the woman just goes off at me. She's like, what the hell? What for? This is ridiculous. Rah, rah, rah. And she's crapping on about how it used to be a different video store and it wasn't like that with the other store or something. Even though they had to re-sign up when we changed to the store that we are now, when we switched owners or whatever. And she's like yelling at me, and her husband or her boyfriend or whatever, he was fine with it. He was just like, no, it's fine, babe. We'll just sort it out. It's fine. It's fine. I'm like, if you wanted to know what it was for, she's like, yeah, tell me what it was for. I was like, okay. So I'm reading off the list. It was like 5 DVDs or something that was late. And I said the reason it's so much is because of the new releases. Even though they were a day late, even if you return them on the day they were due back, if it was after 7 o'clock, late fees apply. And when you sign up, it says it on the form, and we state it to you. And it's written everywhere in the store as well. So she's still complaining, and he's trying to calm her down. And I'm literally just like, because I hadn't dealt with it before, I was just like, as soon as she started going off, I was just like, I couldn't look at her. And so she's got like, rah, 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 rah. She's going on and on. Rah, 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 rah. And then she's like, that's rich. And then when people say that, they usually say it in the context of, oh, that's rich coming from you. So I'm sitting there thinking, what did I do? I don't even know you. It's like, let's not make this personal. I'm like, you don't even have to pay it off all right now if you don't want to. And she was just like, okay, whatever. And then my manager came up and she was trying to like sort out the situation. And then they ended up just paying it all off. But the lady, like, she was really rude. Anyway, also at like the campaign, when people like my other job for the campaign, when people are like walking past my unit and stuff, I'm like, hello, how are you? And most people are like, I'm good, thank you. And they'll just either like keep walking, or they'll look at what I'm doing, and then I'll like launch into a bit of detail about what I'm selling, which is the easiest way to do it. If you try and get people over when they're not showing any type of interest whatsoever, then there's no point. They're probably not even going to buy it. So there was this one guy on the first day of the campaign. He was walking past. I'm like, hi, how are you? He's like, no thanks. And I was just like, it's not like I was asking you to be my friend or something. I was just asking how you were. But yeah, people make me laugh sometimes. There was another lady who, like, she was interested, like, as she was walking by, and she was like, oh, what's this for? And I was like, oh, it's a new, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about the product online, so I'm not going to say what it is. Most people on Facebook already know, but it's a type of toothpaste. So I'm telling her about the toothpaste, and she was just like, she starts kind of walking up, and she's like, oh, you know, it's okay, I've already got, and I'm like, it's okay, most people have toothpaste at home already. And she was just like, ah, and she walked off. And I was just like, oh, I'm so funny sometimes. And yeah, those are my anecdotes. But now I want to move into something more serious. I have been working at the video store primarily on Friday nights. And tonight was my first Saturday night. And I finish at like 10 o'clock. And I am sick to death. Repeat, sick to death of driving home after my shift. I'm already tired, right? I'm not in a good mood. Driving home after my shift at like 10:15 at night, surrounded by drunk drivers. They don't even try to make it like less obvious that they're drunk. They're speeding past me at like 110 in an 80 zone. Like 2 weeks ago, I was stuck not only behind a drunk driver, but I was being tailgated by a drunk driver who was behind me. So I've got this guy in front of me, swerving around, and he's nearly hitting curbs, and I'm thinking, if your car flips, you're going to end up in front of me, and I'm going to end up with the front of my car inside the arse of yours. And this is what really pisses me off. Like, when I used to hoon when I used to call myself a safe hoon when I was on my P's. But I was only on my P's for a year, because then I moved to London and then came back, and then like a month later I was on my full. And as soon as that license was in my hand, I felt like I have a further responsibility on the roads now. I can't use the excuse that I'm a P-plater anymore. And it should be the same with everyone. It's like, as soon as that license is in your hand, you have a responsibility to look after yourself and everyone else on the bloody roads. It's like, my family is out on those roads. I'm out on those roads. Your family's out on those roads. Your friends are out on those roads. I cannot even fathom how people cannot seem to grasp the concept of the fact that they could kill one of their own family members because they want to drunk drive. And I'm sick of people making excuses when, this is not just in terms of drunk driving, but it's like, oh, I was drunk and that's the only reason I did it. It's like, don't use the fact that you were drunk as an excuse to act like an idiot, and don't get drunk and act like an idiot when you were planning to act like an idiot before you even got drunk. It's an absolute cop-out. And I just really, I'm sick of people not seeing the bigger picture. And it's not just our responsibility, like, I'm sick of the bloody TAC billboards as well. Like, I'm on my way to work and I see this TAC billboard. It says, distracted drivers are dangerous or some shit. And I'm thinking, no shit, billboard, you're distracting me. So I think TAC needs to rethink their billboards and just not put stuff on billboards to begin with. But yeah, I hope people actually watch this video, and if they are a culprit of drunk driving or they know people who are, I hope this message got through to you. Or if you're not the culprit, pass it on to people who you know. Think about everyone else on the road. We are all responsible for looking after each other. Because if we all decided that we're all just going to break the law and drive around drunk and speed, we're all just going to end up killing each other. That would suck, because we survived 2012. So who would want to just kill everyone now. I mean, there's no point. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. But yeah, I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Better than mine today. Yeah. Cheers.